I feel like, the last few media days and press conferences, it's always been, well, how's it feel to get back into the win column? And then the next media day goes, well, it's the first media day we've talked to you since you're coming off a win in a long time, and now it's 2 in a row. So I guess, are you tired of that narrative? Like now where it's always like, oh, now we haven't talked to you when you won 3 in a row, 4 in a row. Like, are you over that narrative when you come to these media days and press conferences now?
No, man, I'm winning. We're going to talk about the path we're going on, It's definitely much better than talking about coming off a loss, that's for sure. So, yeah, it's my journey, right? I'm not mad about my journey and what's going on, and I'm open to answer questions about it.
Well, I remember after your last win against Anthony Smith, so it was presented to you like, oh, we haven't had you like the 2 wins in a row, and you gave like a fist pump at that. So I guess how is fight camp been this time compared to the last several years?
Oh, it's been great. First time in a while where I'm not coming off an injury or a surgery. Got out of the last fight pretty unscathed and felt great. So I'm able to continue riding the wave. It's this energy wave of winning and doing things right and being confident in everything I'm doing, and I don't have to justify it and reassess things. So I could just keep moving forward and keep riding the wave. Maybe throw in a new trick on the wave and have fun with it.
And, you've made it known that you watch tape on your opponents. You have your very analytical mind. I remember, like, when you were fighting Weidman and John, that was the narrative of, like, how you were breaking these guys down. So I guess when they came with Nikita Krylov, a guy who has 39 fights and only 4 decisions, I think the betting odds would probably assume this fight isn't reaching the judge's scorecard. So I guess what went through your mind when his name came across your desk?
Let's go. Let's go. He's my kind of fighter, man. He's all action all the time, and gives his all. He's a warrior, man. I love fighting warriors. I love fighting guys who give it all. It's nothing without the challenge, right? If I'm going out there and it's fighting guys who aren't, I don't know how to explain it, man. I really like fighting guys that are down, and he's down, and honestly, the whole division is down. Right? Every once in a while, we'll get a fight where 2 guys just stand around and kind of look at each other, but that's not me. And the guys I fight, we make it exciting for the fans.
Why do you think the division is down, as you would put it?
Because we all want to be champions, and we're all willing to jump in the fire to get it. It's super dangerous at light heavyweight. You make one mistake and you get knocked out, but we're all very aware of that danger, and we're willing to face it head on. I don't know what it is, but the division is looking very strong, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
And you did this podcast recently, and you said you don't get the kind of respect from this younger generation of fighters, but guys like Gaethje and everyone will come up to talk to you in Islam. Do you think that's a generational thing? Like maybe fighters now didn't come up watching the MMA and the UFC specifically, and they're just kind of jumping into the sport without doing their proper research?
I don't know, man. It could just be, everybody's on their own thing, or, maybe they're intimidated by me or whatever. I don't know what anybody's own personal, whatever they got going on is. And I shouldn't expect people to be like, hey, Dom, what's up? Obviously, when I see people, other fighters and like that, I go up to them, hey, man, you wish them best of luck and everything, because we're all warriors in this together. And we're the show, right? We're going out there and putting on the show for the fans. And if everybody on the card performs, then we can have legendary cards that I'm a part of, and that makes me proud, So, yeah, I mean, it's just goodwill towards other warriors who are walking the same path I am, really, when it comes down to it.
Just last one for me. I'm sure you've been asked this a million times, but every time you do interviews or podcasts, the Jon Jones fight always comes up, and then Jon Jones always has a response to what you have to say. I'm curious, did you see the most recent one, and did that even affect you at all, or did you have a response for it?
Well, in regards to Jon Jones, man, we're locked in this moment in time in history forever, whether he likes it or not. And that's just the bottom line. It was a legendary fight. It'll go down in history as a legendary performance by myself, and he's not happy that people forever are going to say that he didn't win that fight, and that's the bottom line. So whatever he has to say is he has to say, but I know who I am, what I am, and what happened, and that's the end of that. Thank you.
Dom, right here, right. You've had your ups, obviously, 12 of them to start your career, and then your downs, and now you're back on the upswing. How much more confidence do you have coming in off of not one win now, but a couple of wins behind you?
Oh, great. Confidence is at an all-time high. Life is a roller coaster, ups and downs. One day you're on top, the next day you're struggling or you're sick or something happened. But it's how you continue to move forward. And I've moved forward with conviction and faith and power and an excellent team. And I'm married now, so everything's great, man. I'm just moving forward, man, riding that wave.
Congrats on getting married, by the way. Does that change your approach to fighting now? I know people say they have kids, they've got more to fight for. Does getting married give you a little more motivation?
It's pretty much the same. I mean, now I just know that at the end of the day, I have someone that's going to be there for me and treat me the same no matter what happens, no matter what the outcome is.
Good stuff. And Nikita's been out for a little bit and maybe getting overlooked because of that. Do you feel like that's the case here?
I absolutely agree with that assessment. Yes, he's a dog, man. He's a dog. I feel like he's one of the toughest matchups in the division, but people don't know about him because he's been out and he's kind of quiet. He has really no social media presence. He doesn't really put himself out there. So people just overlook him and they're just like, oh, who are you fighting? Oh, the Ukrainian guy? And I'm like, dude, Nikita's a beast. I think he's gotten the UFC before I did, And people overlook the fact that he is on a 3-fight win streak, He's number 8 in the division. Like, it's crazy how much isn't being said about our matchup. But it is what it is. We're going to go out there and steal the show.
He is on his actually second stint in the UFC, and like you said, he got there before even you did. What about him makes him such a tough matchup?
His incredible motor and his incredible chin, and he's good everywhere. And a guy like that, he's going to bring the fight.
And then last one for me, there is obviously talk of Ankalaev and Poatan being run back. Do you think, depending on how that fight goes, is Ankalaev a guy who could hold on to the belt for a while?
It's all about matchups. It's all about fight night, right? Anything could happen on fight night. I mean, look at Volk. He held the belt for forever. Before him, Aldo held the belt forever, and things happen. And it's all about the moment. Is it your time? Is it your moment? Is God going to anoint you today? So it's hard to say how long somebody's going to be on top or whatever. All that really matters is today.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.